Hey, good morning. Happy Wednesday. You are watching Vail Daily Live. I'm your host here in the studio, Ashley LaFleur. We also have Tricia Swenson and Bratzo out and about. They're going to be telling us what's going on just kind of across the valley and showing us the beautiful weather as we start off the day. A very warm day that we are starting off. We're going to get to that in just a minute, but we have a great show in store for you. We have a lot of fun guests lined up, and we should probably take a look at what's going to be coming your way. So first of all, with all the sunshine that we've been seeing recently, and of course those warm temperatures, you're going to want to make sure you're taking care of your skin, you're hydrating, and you're putting that sunscreen on. And we're going to get into the nitty gritty with Dr. Mangat from Mangat Plastic Surgery. So he's going to be telling Tricia all about his recommendations with that. We also have Elyse Howard with Habitat for Humanity, really excited about some of the things that they are doing. And then we also have Conrad Kehn with the very young composers, and Bratzo's going to be doing that interview. I'm very curious to find out a little bit more about this. I don't know a whole lot about what's going on with the youth when it comes to composing in the valley, so that'll be exciting. Also, Tricia will be visiting our buddy Lance Fry over at Betteridge to find something beautiful and sparkly ahead of the weekend. And then Ty will be talking with Felicia. She's the featured artist in the possibilities in Avon, and that's going to be going on today at 11 a.m. So really big lineup for you. And we also have a big day of weather ahead, mostly meaning we're going to be seeing those temperatures really climbing, but really excited about just seeing that bright sunshine, and of course, seeing those beautiful long summer days where you can just pack in so much with what's going on. And I just want to remind you too, if you're watching us on Facebook or on YouTube this morning, make sure to comment, to chat with us. Let us know what's going on in your world. If you have any questions, we'd love to hear from you. So make sure to say hello this morning. But I feel like we should probably jump into what's happening with that weather. But first, Meredith, what do you think? Should we maybe see what Tricia's doing and actually see what the weather looks like outside, and maybe she can help us with that? All right, we're going to send things over to Tricia. Oh, good morning. Looking gorgeous there in Vail Village. Tricia, I love that hat so much. Where'd you get that hat?
Oh, you know what, Ashley? Last Friday when I was in Squash Blossom, I left. I wore this hat just during the interview. I left. My car was getting fixed in Vail. I was working online at the Welcome Center, and I kept on thinking about that hat. And you know what? I went back in. I talked to Hillary, and then I bought it. I got a trip treat. I went to Vail and I got myself a hat. So I just,
oh my gosh.
I think with the pandemic, and I didn't buy much last year, like I'm kind of starting to go crazy when I am around clothing and fashion and apparel. I just am like, okay, I need that. I haven't bought myself anything in 17 months.
Yeah. Oh, you are not alone. I feel like pretty much the entire population is like, I just need something different in my closet. I just need to feel different. I need something new. And those hats are so cute. I love that she has, jewelry and then hats. She's got the little like clutches. She's got fanny packs. She's got everything over there. So cute.
And they're doing some fun ear piercing there today.
Oh.
If you want to get your ears pierced, or if your daughters want to get their ears pierced, or whoever wants to get their ears pierced, they're doing something special today at Squash Blossom in Vail Village. I just saw that in the Vail Daily.
I really like that, basically I get to go shopping with you whenever we do these shows. So I feel like I was really part of this hat purchase. Yeah.
I should have asked for a buy one, get one. Is there a special?
For real? Yes.
Just need one? Maybe.
I think we all do. I think that's fine. We could all have hat day Wednesdays. But speaking of fashion and also just dressing appropriately for the weather. So how's it feeling out there? It looks beautiful.
You know what? Henry, my cameraman, and I, we were just saying how nice it feels. I'm wearing a dress because I'm going to Bravo later and I probably won't go back home. And so it was fashion choice, oh, am I going to be cold this morning? Not at all. It is so nice this morning. It's absolutely still. There's not a breeze at all. And it's really clear skies. And I can see the part of the moon still hanging out up there. And I don't see any smoky haze in the skies either. So it is just a gorgeous kickoff to our Wednesday.
Oh, definitely. And, I was walking out of my house in Eagle this morning. Same thing. I didn't have to put, I was walking out without even any sleeves on. I was like, oh, okay. This is happening and it's fine. All right.
It's July. It's July in the Rockies.
It is totally July.
We know it can get cold, even starting in August.
I know. There are pumpkins. There are pumpkins out. We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
But if you want to get dressed for whatever weather is coming your way, right? Like I was looking, so there's gonna be a high of 91 in Eagle today, Tricia. High of 91, which is why it's nice to be spending time in Vail. You can see it in Vail, high of 79. Eagle, high of 88. They're being nice here. They're being nice. They're saying it's going to feel like 88. We're going to get in the 90s down there. I know it's going to happen, but we're going to be seeing like some clouds a little bit later on, but you can see, just behind you, like beautiful bluebird skies. Are there any clouds that you can see?
No, I can't see any clouds as far as the eye can see. It is looking gorgeous. Real quick, we're at the parking structure, and I told Henry, I'm like, I wonder if we'll see a bear or a moose, because that's what's been in the news lately is animals just checking out town. There was a video of the moose just walking down the streets of Vail. That was on Eagle County Classifieds. They're here. They're not really afraid of people, but moose, wow, especially moose, they can be very dangerous animals.
Oh yeah, we got some exclusive on that. That's gonna be coming after this break. Bratzo sent us he was in the parking structure with that moose. We're gonna get into that, but really quickly though, so sunshine, gonna be seeing some warmer temperatures today for sure. And if people need to go and like get ready, maybe they need like a cute new sundress. Maybe they need, I don't know, maybe they need like a cool visor, a cool hat. Tricia, where would you send them?
Oh, you know what, man, I would go, well, if you want to get a hat like mine, okay, go over to Squash Blossom. If you want to get a cute sundress, go to Valley Girl and Riverwalk. If you want to get a cool visor, I would check out maybe Christie Sports or Sun and Ski, something that will have something a little more sporty for you.
Okay. Love our local recommendations. Our girl Tricia out there with the fashion, with the weather. It's looking so beautiful. All right, Tricia, we're going to let you kind of get set up for your next little segment here. And if you want to find some of that great fashion designer brands at discounted prices, you want to head over to the outlets at Silverthorne. They're located right at exit 205. So they're just about like 40 minutes or so, depending on where you are in the valley. Super easy drive, just up and over Vail Pass. And I was just looking on their website, Banana Republic. They're doing an extra 50% off clearance today only. So if you want to go over there and get some extra deals, that's where you want to go. And again, located right at exit 205, you're going to find those elevated savings, the Blue River stream that goes right through. It's such a beautiful setting to do some shopping. So outlets at Silverthorne, and they are providing our first look at that local weather forecast, those beautiful bluebird skies. Now we should check in with Bratzo and see where he is first thing this morning. And we're gonna be talking about his moose encounter in just a little bit. Are you in the woods? What are you doing?
Yeah. I'm looking into the sun coming out behind me, and look at where I am. I'm going to turn slow because I'm standing on a rock. I just want to fall and make the news too, or make everybody laugh.
That's so beautiful. Are you in Vail right now? That's gorgeous.
I'm in Vail. I'm right behind the library, right by the river. It's just so peaceful and beautiful here. So nice.
I feel like every time I talk to you, you're in like these really like Zen places where I just want to go and just spend like half a day.
I just don't want to fall. Yeah.
don't fall. Don't fall. So
it's just beautiful. Everywhere we turn around, it's just gorgeous. Oh, the flowers are still around. Everything is just gorgeous. I'm looking for trout now because, I want to see if John want to show me some tricks in how to throw that fly with the outfitters. And I saw the elk the other day, the moose. I'm sorry. I saw the moose the other day, and I was riding my bike, and I saw 6 deer just cross by me. Then the same day, I saw a marmot. So
you're like the animal whisperer.
It's been so nice. It's been so nice lately out there.
Do you think that they can smell the ferrets on you, and they're just like, this guy, he's got it going on. We want to hang out with him.
They probably attack me if they start smelling. Every single dog in town smells my jeans all the time. Every single dog comes over. It's like, what is that, man? But nobody bit me yet. So it's all
That's good. That's good. Yeah. Special scent from Bratzo has 4 ferrets, by the way, if you weren't aware. We're going to get the whole exclusive on this moose thing with you in the next break. We're going to be talking about these headlines because it's kind of kind of big news around these places. So you don't fall off that rock. We're gonna come back to you here in just a minute. So keep showing us those beautiful views. But all right, we're coming back to you in just a moment. But also just a quick reminder, if you're watching us this morning, tell us where you're watching from. Tell us hi. Let us know what you're up to. And do you have any ferrets? Do you know anybody besides Bratzo that has 4 ferrets at home? Like this is this is so funny. But make sure to subscribe so you know exactly what's going on when we're going live each and every morning. We'd love for you to be a part of the show. And you can find us, YouTube, Facebook, vaildaily.com, vaildailylive.com, Roku, Amazon Fire. We are a podcast on Spotify. There's so many places that you can find us. So just make sure to be involved in the conversation. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we are talking headlines. We are talking moose and the parking structure, miracle dog moments, weddings, and so much more. So stay with us.
Slifer Smith and Frampton, Vail Valley's choice for real estate from the very beginning. For generations, we've grown together. Thank you for making us the #1 real estate company in the Valley. From Denver to the mountains, as we live and connect with each other and our community, Slifer Smith and Frampton is here with experience, support, and opportunity. At home in the Vail Valley. Come visit us at any of our sales locations from Vail to Eagle.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We are for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% on the best designer brands. Visit outletsatsilverthorne.com for current sales and events.
Outlets at silverthorne.com. That's where I found out they're doing an extra 50% off clearance over at Banana Republic today. So check that out. Exit 205. Also, hey, good morning to Ben. Hey, I'm so glad that you're here. And good morning from the Weston Riverfront. Loving the show each day. We love that you are participating in this show. We love hearing from you, Ben. So I'm excited to hear more questions and more from you today. But man, Weston Riverfront, aren't you lucky? What a beautiful setting over there. And, also big hello and thank you so much to Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea. Ben, I don't know if you've had a chance to go up to their new Beaver Creek location, but they just opened up right between the escalators at Beaver Creek before you kind of pop out and see the resort. But they have delicious, delicious coffee. They have a ton of loose leaf teas if you like tea. They also have some breakfast empanadas. They have smoothies. They do wholesale accounts too. So if you're watching us from somewhere across the country and maybe you're thinking like, oh, I'd love to maybe serve a little taste of Vail in my coffee shop, they do that as well. So been in business since 1989 and we're so lucky to have them here in the Valley. And they also, of course, have their big roastery over in Minturn. So stop in, check it out. Okay, now we should talk about the headlines in Vail Daily. So you can pick this up, of course, those blue bins. It's free every single day. So from Vail all the way down to .0. Or if you're joining us from somewhere across the country, vaildaily.com, you can see the e-edition. So on the front page this morning, wedding wait is over. This has been a big topic of conversation. So the Valley's wedding business is back in a big way, but there's only so many venues, caterers, and waiters to go around. So they get into kind of what's going on the wedding scene right now. I actually just ran into my friend Whitney yesterday. She just got engaged. She's going to be touring some wedding venues today. But, of course, with 2020 and some delays, and then, of course, just the weddings that are being planned now, there's a lot that's happening in the world of weddings. And I can tell you, it's so exciting to see things kind of get back to normal, especially as someone who was trying to plan my wedding for 2020. And basically it didn't happen. So we ended up, after our venue got canceled so many times. And of course, after the capacity restrictions kept fluctuating. And then of course we didn't want anybody to travel and we were concerned about that. We ended up just planning the whole thing in 2 weeks and getting married outside in one of our favorite parks. And we had about 10 people there. And the only person that did travel, my dad, ended up surprising us. And he came in. It was amazing and so exciting. But actually, I'm going to be heading out with my husband tomorrow. We're going to be going to see his family for the first time since before we got engaged, because they watched our wedding on Facebook Live. That's kind of how we ended up having everybody there, was through the power of streaming. So amazing how that can bring everybody together, but so exciting for all the brides now to actually see their vision come to life exactly how they wanted it, and in a big way, and have friends and family actually here in person. So you can get all the details on page A3. Okay, now something else that's just so sweet is it's a bit of a miracle. This is such a sweet, sweet story. If you want a great way to start off your morning, this is it. So there's a tiny cockapoo who survived a month in the Maroon Bells wilderness after getting lost. And so Bella, you can see there she is there on your screen, and she was reunited with her family, and the effort that went into making her return home happen is really substantial. Very, very sweet how the community kind of all came together, and then certain things that really like actually helped to make it happen. So if you want the full story, it's right there on page A2, but really, really sweet, and just a beautiful way to start the day. But we know that Bella made it home after a month. I mean, she's tiny, just a little thing. She was 8 pounds, or just amazing. So definitely check that out. Okay. Now keeping on the animal situation when it comes to our headlines. Okay. There is a moose in the Vail parking structure. And this guy was just getting real used to being in the parking structure. He started licking the walls because really like the de-icing agents that were up in the walls. And our buddy Bratzo happened to see this guy live and in person. So Bratzo, tell me more about were you just like getting out of your car and you was just like standing, like what happened?
We were just talking, Tricia and I in the show about, hey, watch out with a moose. There's a moose around. We were in the mountain right past the skiing bridge in Lion's Head, where I kind of am right now. And she was like, all right. I was like, well, I didn't see him. I see a few moose before in the 4th of July right next to the river, but never. And then I was just minding my own business, and I turned right in the parking lot.
This is your footage from the parking?
Yeah, that's my phone. And then I turn around and he turned around and take a look at me. He say, what's going on, man? What's up in the Vail Daily Live show? And I'm like, well, look like you're licking something salty there. You enjoying it? and the guy right next to me turned around and is like, is that kind of a donkey? I'm like, I guess, you've never been around. And no, it's just a moose. I thought it was hilarious. If you hear the comment, it's on the video too. It's like,
oh my,
kind of a donkey. I was like, well, it's a very interesting looking donkey with kind of a cool rack. And yeah, it was a young bull. And apparently, like you were saying, it's been getting too used to be in the parking lot. And now it's being tagged and relocated. It's not harm to the animal. People here really take really good care of the animals. It happens to bears before and many other animals. Then they get in a little too close, they start getting into the trash, and it's a harm for them and also for the well, some people start waking up.
Skateboarding behind you on the
mine right now. It's just nobody but that guy.
But that guy on the metal ramp, of course. That is amazing. But so can we watch that footage again, Mary? Can we see that again? Okay, so Bratzo, you're just parking your car and you're just getting out, like walking to your.
I just finished the show. I was going to my car, and I see something on the back, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna get my phone out, and there it is. I thought it was a sticker on the wall. You know how they decorate the wall.
Oh yeah.
But then he turns around and say, "Hey man, how are you?"
Oh my gosh! And he's got those big old horns. I mean, like now here you can kind of see like he's taller than that car. That's a big guy.
Yeah, it's a big guy. Still a young bull, but you can see it's a pretty tall, skinny legs, really good looking, really good looking animal. It's so majestic and pretty. What are the odds and how many people have the chances to see a wild animal that close by? It is just majestic. It's just beautiful. Of course, they can be. That's the newspaper today. Of course, they can be dangerous. They can be very, very protective and aggressive with the area than they are. And so, people need to be very careful. But now it's being relocated. Long time ago, Ashley, I was riding my dirt bike in red and white here by Piney Lake. I was minding my own business, and I turned around and I saw a full adult moose bull. And scared the living crap out of me. I was like, oh. So now what I do? And he turned around, looked at me, stared at me for a good 5 seconds, and I was just ready to hit a throttle, which probably would have hit a few trees in my way out because I was freaking out. But he turned around and just kept on going, you know. But he was a full-on grown male moose, and he was just massive. So this one was kind of a halfway there. No, maybe 3/4 there. But it was just gorgeous. Such a cool experience.
I think you were some kind of weird animal whisperer. That's amazing, Bratzo. Thank you for sharing that footage with us. And
I gotta put my arm to see if a hawk or an eagle just landed.
Yeah. I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised if one just landed and just hung out with you. Okay, we're gonna come back to you here in a bit, and we'll see what kind of other animals you've come to hang out with. And actually, you know what, Bratzo, you know what? Before we let you go, let's just see if it happens during this weather. Would you mind doing our next weather to tell people what's going on with where you are? I mean, it just looks beautiful out there. Just absolutely beautiful.
Absolutely. I just put this vest just in case because, you know, we're leaving home 6 a.m. You never know if it's going to be too cold or not. But right now, it feels amazing. It feels like the perfect weather. I think it's going to be hot. Yesterday was pretty hot. My house was cooking. I was smelling like chicken sitting on my couch because I started boiling. But we're going to have highs as 80 here in Vail and high as like 90, 91 in Gypsum and everything in between in that corridor. Low in the 55s. You know, I mean, it feels great, but it's going to get warmer later on today for sure. And you know, I mean, the weather is brought to you guys by Avon Possibilities. It's a weekly art event, and then you can go outside and discover your next masterpiece. Avon Possibilities it's a weekly art exposure, and you know, I mean, go around and check it out. It's gonna be nice and warm, so flippy floppy weather. Let's enjoy it when it lasts, because you never know. We can get rain, we can get snow. So I'm loving this. I'm honestly not ready for snow. Somebody told me the other day snow is coming, and I say keep it to yourself. I'm enjoying my bike. I'm enjoying being outside and see wild animals and enjoying the family and pushing the stroller. I'm not ready for snow quite yet, but you know, the seasons are awesome here.
Oh, yeah. Well, thank you so much for that local weather forecast. And again, thank you to Avon Possibilities. That starts at 11 o'clock today in Avon. It goes until 4. Okay, Bratzo, now I'm actually going to let you go and, you know, see if you can find more of that wildlife. But I did want to bring the wild of our viewers into the show real quick before we introduce you to one of the featured artists in Avon. So our chat they're lighting us up this morning. All right. So Ben started us off. He's watching from the Western Riverfront. Peggy watching from Indiana this morning, former longtime local. Excited to visit in a few weeks. Oh, Peggy, I'm so excited for you to visit too. You'll have to let us know when you're going to be here, what you're going to be up to. We've got Ivan. Ivan, nice show, guys. I know Vail is the best place in the world. Oh, thank you so much. I mean, we could not agree with you more. Let's see. We also have Diane. Diane is watching from Atlanta. Love BDO. Can't wait to be out there this Saturday for 8 days to visit our son and celebrate his dad's birthday on Tuesday. Looking forward to some of the activities discussed here at each show, and love the top of Vail Mountain reports. For real, seriously, right? Like, it's so beautiful to actually see like what's going on out there. But Diane, I'm so glad you're watching us from Atlanta. Good morning. And then, my goodness, wait. All right, who else do we have here? Then we've got Bernadette and Ben. Oh my gosh, you're cracking me up. Okay, hi. Ben says that moose needs a name, of course. And then he says he's now a famous. Ben. I like that one. I like that one a lot. And then King's Yuda is replying to Ben. All right. Oh my gosh. All right, you guys, keep up this chat. We love seeing it, and we love hearing from you. And Bernadette, good morning from Breckenridge. You're in a beautiful spot as well. So thank you guys so much for watching, for chatting with us. We want to hear more from you throughout the show. But right now we want to send things over to Ty. He had a chance to catch up with Felicia. She is the featured artist that will be at the Avon Arts Expo today. Again, it starts at 11 o'clock, will be going on until 4. So we're going to learn a little bit more about Felicia.
We're here with Felicia at the Possibilities in Avon Weekly Arts Expo. And Felicia is a local here in the Vail Valley. She goes one name, kind of like Cher,
Right. Yes.
or Elvis.
Makes it easy.
Makes it easy. But her sculptures have been featured in many shows in our area, and like I said, you live in the
Right,
area
right,
too.
yes.
But
Yes.
tell us about being a part of this show.
Well, okay. This is a new venue, Darren put together, and it'll be every Wednesday from 11 to 4, and for 11 weeks. And I signed up to be here for every week on Wednesday. So you will see me with my bronze sculpture. I think it's a great venue that he's starting, and we're working on it to promote it and get it off the ground.
Yeah.
But definitely come on by and you'll see a lot of different work. They'll have jewelers here and sculptors and painters. So it'll be really wonderful.
Well, let's talk
Yeah.
about your art, and really beautiful. And you kind of go with your theme, your woman
Yes,
theme, and kind of
yes.
the Native American
That's
theme
right.
as well.
Right, and they are on turn bases. Like this one is called Taking a Break, and she's a Lakota woman, and she has a burden basket that she's picking the harvest now, and she's taking a break.
Yeah, and how neat that
So-
you
and
kind of add these little themes.
Yes, that's right. And so I'm always interested in the person, because I work from life 90% of the time, and I find them different places. So it's not just powwows or reservations. It could be in a motor vehicle office, really.
Yeah, totally.
And I try to get a strong likeness and then go into my own figure, because I'm always interested in simplicity, and I'm always adding turquoise and high polish to pop, and so I'm always interested in something simplistic but yet elegant.
Okay, all
And
right.
since this theme, I started going into more of a simplistic without faces, as you'll notice, and they're my spiritual pieces, but also echoing the female figure.
Okay. Oh,
And
yeah,
I
these
keep
are
my
neat.
additions really low, and they're all bronze sculpture. And you'll see a touch of turquoise, and a touch of high polish.
Yeah, that's what I think is so interesting too, is the finish. You know, how they all look a little different, and then, the high polish coming
Right.
through.
Yes.
The bronze.
So it's been a signature of mine for 32 years.
Okay, yeah, I was going to ask you how long you've been
it's been
doing
a while.
this. Yeah, that's why we've known each other for
Yeah.
a long time.
Yes.
And a lot of family,
Yes.
a lot of the woman, kind of leading the family or showing an example
Right.
of family.
Yes, yes. And, so I'm always echoing the female figure in my work.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, let's go back to this
And most
one.
of them are on turn bases, like I was saying.
Yeah.
So and like this one's called Windy, and again it's a figure, but it's windy out, so you
Yeah.
can feel that wind coming.
I know the swoosh.
Yes.
It's almost like her outfit, her gown is going this way. A lot of times you'll
See,
have.
see,
Oh wow, that's beautiful.
See.
Okay.
And that's a patina that's over the bronze, and it's chemically treated. And so with a patina like that, we'd use a squirt gun to get it to slow down, to
that's
follow that
amazing.
line.
And you have a lot
And
of
this one's called
family.
Shy.
Shy. Oh, I can just tell.
This
that
one of my
that
favorite
person's shy.
ones too.
Oh, the little person's like, I don't wanna socialize.
And the other one is Solitude.
Okay. Awesome. And then some on the wall.
So these are reliefs,
too.
yeah. I started doing some reliefs, and they're small editions, like of 18, and they're bronze also. But I just felt people maybe need something for the wall as well, so
Yeah.
gotta
And
fill the
your-
niche.
And your method, kind of a lost wax.
Yes.
Method.
Yes, when I work in a oil-based clay, and from that, once the image is completed, then I'll make a mold of it, and then once I have the mold done, I can remove the clay, and then I pour a wax into the mold, and then the mold actually goes to a foundry where they will make another mold, so they're able to burn out the wax and pour metal into their mold.
Okay.
It's very long and very tiring
Drawn-out
process.
All right.
But
And-
it's amazing.
rewarding,
Yeah, it
I'm
is.
sure.
It is, and it's forever. It's bronze. It will never break. I mean,
Yeah.
So it's handed down from generation to generation.
And what's so neat is that you can make them all sizes. You've got these
Right.
smaller sizes,
Yes.
maybe for a desktop, a coffee table, a shelf, but then
And
you
I do.
have
and,
really
and
large.
I can go to bigger than life size,
Yeah.
which I have done many times.
Okay.
Yeah, because you'll see a piece in Beaver Creek actually by the water.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right by the
Yes,
bridge.
by the bridge.
You'll see a life-size piece.
That's Felicia's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if we want to see you, you'll be here on
I
Wednesdays.
will be here, and come on down. town, and you have to come and see this wonderful venue. It's great.
Okay, perfect. We're at Possibilities in Avon, a weekly arts expo. We will see you next week.
Okay.
All right.
Berkshire Hathaway Home Services for real estate. Where do we begin? For checklists and for wish lists. For tour after tour after tour. For is this the one? Or let's just see one more. For closing. Finally closing. Your forever agent will be there for all of it. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
Welcome back to your Wednesday edition of Vail Daily Live. And yeah, Berkshire Hathaway, they were actually the ones to help us get our home in Eagle. So big thanks to them. Also, big thanks to our chat this morning because you guys are cracking me up. So if you're just joining us, we were talking about the moose and the parking structure in Vail. If you pick up the Vail Daily today, you'll see what was going on with that and what the end of that story was. But Bratzo happened to see this moose in person and showed us a video of it. And so our chat's talking about this moose and Ben. I mean, you're just making me laugh so hard this morning. Moose name entry, Mercedes. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Keep telling us more of your, yeah, Bernadette, right? Like, yeah, you're going to make me cry. I'm laughing so hard in here. Okay. Keep submitting those moose names and whatever else you feel like in the chat this morning. This is hilarious. Okay. We should talk about what's happening with the weather this morning. So let's actually see what's going on with the weather in Vail. And of course, our intrepid reporter, Tricia, always out there, always on the street, letting us know what's going on. Where are you? Oh, pirate ship. So cute.
Yes, you know where we're at. This is the famous Vail Pirate Ship Park. If you want to walk the plank, we've got that for you. I love this place, Ashley. It's such a great amenity for the kids, and the parents love it too. There's a picnic table out here. There's benches, and if you want to get at the helm, you can like navigate this boat around. We've got the lookout point way up top. So there's even a pirate flag on the Pirate Ship Park, and this was designed by Ty Gillespie and the town of Vail, and they dedicated it in 2005. And it's just been such a well-loved piece of public art, actually. It's part of Art in Vail and the Art in Public Places. So this is something you're going to see when you go on their tour. And their tour is today, Wednesdays, from 11 a.m. to noon. You meet at the Welcome Center, the Vail Village Welcome Center above the parking structure. And then you start your tour from there. Molly Eppert and her crew do a great job on this. It's a free activity, and you can see quite a few pieces. We have about 60 public works of art in the valley. So we are at the Pirate Ship Park today. So once again, that free tour is from 11 to noon on Wednesdays, all the way through September 1st. But weather-wise today, it is absolutely gorgeous out here. It's not even cold this early in the morning. Normally, we're a little bundled up. I know Bratzo brought out his down vest. You don't even need it today. It is going to be so gorgeous. And it is going to be a warm one. I know that we could be reaching probably 80, 79, 80, low 80s, maybe upper 70s in Vail Village proper. And then as you travel down through Edwards, Avon, and way down in Gypsum and Eagle, it's going to be in the 90s. It's going to be a hot one. I know, Ashley, you're down valley. Ken Hovey's down valley. It's going to be warm down there. So hopefully you've got some air conditioning. Oh, hopefully it'll cool off at night. We could see a few clouds here and there in the afternoon. Right now, the skies are absolutely clear. And, you know, just that slight chance of an afternoon shower. I'm going to Bravo tonight. I'll bring the umbrella just in case. I forgot on Sunday, and I did get rained on. But that's part of the fun. It's part of the fun. Rain or shine, these events happen. We've got great music tonight also at Avon with Ozomotley coming. So a lot of things going on today outside. But weather, it's going to be perfect. And this weather is brought to you by Carrots. And Ashley, Koji Kawamoto is coming back. He'll be here starting tomorrow at Carrots. He'll be doing his trunk show through the next several days. And he brings in pearls from all over the world, the lakes, the rivers, the oceans. And he can match the girl with the pearl. He just knows how to, look at your complexion and your ambiance, as he calls it, and he can match your complexion with the right pearl for in design for you.
Oh, Trisha, I tell you, the first time I met Koji, I mean, what? Seriously, like you feel like a princess, like he like looked at me and he was like, okay, I'm gonna match your pearls with your atmosphere. I'm gonna take your aura. I'm gonna take your hair color, your skin color. And he picked out these pearls for me, Trisha. Like I instantly fell in love, and I don't own them yet, but I plan to, because my gosh, they're absolutely stunning. And just to be around him, like he's just such a wealth of knowledge, and it's like one of those people that he just like a little ball of light, like he's so sweet. I love his smile, and to see him in person again after so long, I cannot wait.
I know. So we're so excited to have Koji back again. Carrots Jewelers, located right in Vail Village, down from Latour, across from the west end of the Vail parking structure. So we're excited to have him around. And we've got you might have to buy yourself a trip treat. You come
Yes.
Buy yourself.
Yeah, Trisha just told me about. I think my husband's gonna be really angry that you told me about this. But if you guys weren't included on like our girls shopping trip the other day on the show, basically a trip treat is where you go on vacation and you get yourself a piece of jewelry to remember where you went, instead of like maybe something else you'd buy as a souvenir. And then I think it's a brilliant idea, because think about it, like you're not putting like a ton of stuff in your luggage, like you can wear it home. It's a brilliant idea.
Yes, you don't need an extra bag or a little trinket.
Yeah, again, I think my husband is gonna be really angry that this is now something especially because we're leaving for a trip tomorrow. So, well, thank you, Trisha, for thank you for that gorgeous shot of the pirate ship park. Really, our playgrounds are just the public art in general, so cool, and to be a part of that art tour. Thank you for that information as well. Okay, we're gonna come back to you. We're gonna let you mosey about the village and come up with something equally as extraordinary to look at the next time we come back to you. But wanted to talk about some complimentary activities that are taking place at Beaver Creek. So of course, while you're here in town, if you're going to be going up to enjoy just the sights and the sounds, the resort, there's of course the gondola rides. You can do like the lift and lunch. You can do the 4x4 Jeep tours. You can also do like gold panning and get up on the bungee thing, the trampoline. But then they also have these free activities that take place each and every week. So if you go to beavercreek.com/events, this is where you're going to find the whole lineup. So on Wednesdays, they do free outdoor yoga. All you have to do is just bring your mat, and then they'll take care of the rest. Helmut Fricker will be performing from 1 to 3 o'clock today. I had a chance to see him out there the other day, and his lederhosen and with his alpenhorn and his yodeling. I mean, it's an experience that you don't want to miss. And then there's live music that takes place after Helmut Fricker from 4 to 6 p.m. And then dinner and a movie takes place tonight, again from 7 to 9. And this is where you can go and just get some takeout from one of the great restaurants. I had a delicious salad over at the Dusty Booth the other day. And then you can bring it down to the village, sit down from 7 to 9 with your family, and enjoy a great movie under the stars. Now, always family friendly. So what a great experience. And again, completely complimentary. And it's all thank you to Beaver Creek for that. So beavercreek.com/events is where you go for that. I can see our chats lighting up again. Should we see what's going on with those guys? All right, who's next? Oh, sorry. Ben, what you got here? Let's see. We'll come. Oh, here we go. Vail Valley parks receive top ratings from our grandkids. Oh, so you have top ratings from like actual children, not just art curators. I take them to a different park each morning. Such great memories. Oh, Ben, thank you for sharing that. That's such a great idea, especially for anybody coming to visit. If they're looking for something fun to do with the kids, like go and actually do a park tour. That's really cool. And actually, if you have a favorite park, look at this. Best of Vail Valley. It's happening again. So this is where you get to voice your opinion for who is the very, very best in the Valley. And it's happening now through August 6th. And so what you can do is you just let the Vail Daily know who has gone above and beyond, especially in the past year. And you nominate your favorite businesses, organizations, people, and places that make the Valley just a great place to live and to visit. So some of the categories are arts and activities, food and drink, retail, services, and more. So in order to submit or nominate, you go to vaildaily.com/best of Vail Valley 2021, and you can nominate your favorite businesses right there or your favorite parks. And then if, let's say, you want to tell the Vail Daily why your business should be nominated, you can contact Danielle Hansen, and her email is dhansen@vaildailylive.com. So dhansen@vaildailylive.com. So if you'd like to actually throw that in there. Also, just FYI, tonight, if you are going to be hitting up the movie Under the Stars with your family at Beaver Creek from 7 to 9, Jumanji is the film that they will be showing. So, I mean, that I feel like even if you don't have kids, that'd just be like a really fun movie to see, especially in that setting up at Beaver Creek. So don't forget, Best of Vail Valley going on through August 6th. So you can pick up your copy today and you can nominate all of your favorites there. Now, when it comes to probably one of my favorite products for skincare, maybe not even necessarily favorite, but more like a necessity, being as pasty as I am, sunscreen. It's an absolute must. I went out the other day just for like a little while without any sunscreen, and I was taking the dogs for a walk, and my shoulders got fried. I wasn't even out for very long, so I have to usually put on like at least an SPF 40 is what I typically go with each and every morning, because I've learned too many times. But Tricia, we were talking about this the other day, especially living in the mountains or spending a lot of time here. You know, your skin gets pretty dry. Then, of course, with all the activities that you're outside doing, you want to take the best care of your skin possible. I had one of my girlfriends yesterday was like, oh my gosh, yeah, I just turned 52. Girl looks like she's in her 20s. No joke. I have a feeling that she maybe has had some time over with Dr. Mangat, and Tricia went out there to do a little research for us, especially on sunscreen and skincare with Dr. Mangat himself. So let's take a look at what he recommends for his skincare products.
We're here with Dr. Mangat with the Mangat Surgery Institute and Skincare, and we're going to talk about a great topic all year round. It's sunscreen and skincare, and this guy has the answers, because I think there's a lot of people that they don't know when to apply it, they don't know what to look for ingredient-wise, they don't know what SPF to choose. What do you tell your patients?
Well, that sunscreen is really something that you use every day, particularly in this valley at this altitude where the sun is stronger and people are outdoors more. It's absolutely essential that you put sunscreen on. So most sunscreens today have titanium dioxide or zinc oxide, which are the two important ingredients. The old sunscreens that had parabens and methylparabens no longer being used. Okay. And these are two that we use for our patients, Alta and Elastin. And they come tinted or non-tinted. Okay. But the key is that you use a minimum of 30 SPF. It can be anywhere up to 50. Anything beyond that is really not necessary. Okay. But the sunscreen has to be put on at least 90 minutes before you go out in the sun.
Yeah, I think that's a key factor. A lot of people are just putting it on before the kids go in the pool.
Exactly, and it's ineffective. It takes 90 minutes for the sunscreen to create that protective barrier. And then if you're going to be out there for more than 4 hours, you reapply it. And when you put on sunscreen, it should be put on abundantly, generously, and because that's what makes it more effective. And so the routine should be in the morning when you get up after you wash your face, put on the sunscreen. Yeah. But when you see people putting the sunscreen on as they're sitting on the beach or on the golf course, it's too late. Yeah. And so sunscreen allows you to participate in all the outdoor activities that people like to hear, but in a safe way. Yeah. There's no question that ultraviolet A and B rays damage the skin, damaging both the collagen and creating precancerous spots that eventually become skin cancers. Yeah. And the one that we worry the most about is the melanoma. Yes. And so if you use sunscreen religiously in the manner that I just described, you're going to be able to enjoy the outdoors for the rest of your life and not have to worry about premature aging or skin cancers.
Okay, and what do you recommend? Do you recommend a different type of a sunscreen for your face versus your body? A lot of times people might have a more sensitive skin on their face.
I think from a marketing standpoint, people will market facial sunscreens and then body sunscreens. But it's the active ingredients that are the most important. You can use the same sunscreen all over. Okay. Now, occasionally you'll find someone who is allergic to some sunscreens, they break out. Well, it's just a matter of trying different ones until you get one that doesn't break you out.
Okay. So any age, get out there. I know a lot of people think, oh, I'm just going to get a little tan. There's no such thing as a healthy tan anymore.
Well, yeah, and you want to use the sunscreen on all of the sun-exposed areas of the body. That's face, neck, don't forget the arms.
Yep.
And if you're going in shorts in the summertime, your legs.
Yeah, and even your feet. I'll sometimes
Yes.
get a little sunburn with my sandal line, or I figure the ears if I'm
Yes.
wearing a ball cap or something.
Well, when we see skin cancers, you see them most often on the nose, the lips, the ears, the areas that are most exposed to the sun.
Okay.
So,
Okay, well, thanks for the great advice.
You're welcome.
Look for the proper ingredients. Make sure you apply it at 90 minutes before you're going to go outside. And if we want to learn more, what's your website?
it's mangatplasticsurgery.com, and you can get all the information there.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, convenient that you're just looking at that commercial from Fly Fishing Outfitters. If you're looking for a great experience with your entire family, if you haven't tried fly fishing before, it can be really relaxing, very zen, and it can be that way, especially when you have the right guide with you, because if you go by yourself and you're new, it can maybe be a little bit less than zen. Right? But luckily we have Fly Fishing Outfitters. They've been around since 1992, locally owned and operated and Orpheus endorsed. And basically what's going on with the fly fishing is that you want to have a guide because things keep changing so much with the conditions out there. So right now there is a voluntary closure that's going on between Walcott and then the confluence of the Eagle and Colorado rivers, just because that's not necessarily an area that has any sort of a dam that would be able to let more water out to help kind of regulate the temperatures that we're seeing. So things are pretty warm out there. So they're just kind of asking that you stay away from that area just because the temperatures really are rising, and that stresses the fish out. And that's never a good thing, especially when you want to fly fish year after year. And so just a heads up that that's kind of something that's going on with those conditions. But we also have the Roaring Fork, we have the Colorado, and Fly Fishing Outfitters, they have the know, right, on what these waters are and what the conditions are like and where to take you to get the best fishing and the best spots that are also going to be considerate of the environment. So if you haven't been there before, they're located right next to Agave. They have a great retail shop. They have camps that go on for the kids. They can also, let's say you bought yourself a boat in 2020 and you need a little help with navigating it. They can even help you with learning how to paddle properly. They're the guides that you want to hang out with. They're so passionate about what they do, and they have been in business again since 1992. So for more information, flyfishingoutfitters.net, and make sure that you book a trip with them. They're so good. They're so good at what they do. They're so fun, so knowledgeable, so passionate. And in a day like today, you definitely want to get outside early because we are going to be seeing those temperatures really nice and spicy. Just it's going to be a steamy one. All right. That's basically what I had to say about that, right? Sunshine, highs getting into the 90s if you're going to be in Gypsum and Eagle. But looking at our extended forecast for Eagle in particular, I'm just going to keep it on Eagle because that's where I live, right? So I'm going to be selfish here for a second. So high of 89 for tomorrow, and those lows getting into the 50s. And then looking ahead in the forecast, those temperatures are not going to be cooling off until maybe sometime this coming weekend on Sunday. We'll be seeing that temperature drop maybe down to about 73, which I think would be pretty welcome. In the meantime, sunshine first thing in the morning, and then some partly cloudy skies and some rain later on in the afternoon, evenings, which are so excited to see some moisture. Like the fact that we have this much moisture this year is so incredibly welcome. Really pumped about that. But a big thank you to the town of Avon for bringing us this local weather forecast. They are the heart of the valley and going to be a little bit cooler than spending time in Eagle and Gypsum. So if you haven't been over to Nottingham Lake, it could be a really good time to do that. And speaking of Nottingham Lake, we have some live music going on with Avon Live with Ozo Motley. And if you haven't seen Ozo Motley before, they are a 6-piece band, primarily they do like Latin, hip hop, rock music, but they were formed in the 90s in LA. Super fun, really just upbeat. And that's part of the Avon Live concert. So that goes on from 5 until 8:45. It's $3 off if you get your first drink before 6 p.m., by the way, but that's over in Avon, overlooking Nottingham Lake. Beautiful setting for that Avon Live. And again, Ozo Motley will be playing. Now, also, if let's say before we get into more of the later on, like the evening music, maybe you want to get a little workout in, maybe you want to benefit some local nonprofits at the same time. Well, over at the athletic club at the West End, Ben probably knows about this. This is probably in his backyard, but they do amplified yoga flow, and that's outdoor flow with the DJ spinning some mellow electronic tunes, and it's a fundraiser for the community market. So if you go to athleticClubWeston.com, you can get more information about that yoga flow situation. And then tonight, Tricia is going to be going over to Bravo. She was just talking about how she's like dressed for the day. And we are going to be seeing Kelly O'Hara singing Broadway. And that's going to be in conjunction with the New York Philharmonic. And how cool. She's a Tony Award winning sensation. She's one of Broadway's leading ladies. Meredith and I were just geeking out about this morning. If she's a Tony winner, my goodness, she's going to be phenomenal. So that's going to be going on tonight. If you don't have tickets already, scoop those up, bravovale.org. And then also completely different end of the spectrum. If maybe you're not going to be seeing the live music tonight, but you just want to hang out with your very best friend who has 4 legs and a lot of fur, Yappy Hour is going on at Grand Hyatt Vail today from 4 to 6. And that's where they have dog treats, they have dog beer. And then if you happen to get their special tiki drink, 20% of the proceeds go to the Eagle Valley Humane Society. So really cool, complimentary valet parking. And that goes on from 4 to 6 p.m. every Wednesday at Grand Hyatt Vail. Okay, so speaking of benefiting the community, our girl Tricia, look, she has her finger on just the pulse of all of these things that are happening. And the Habitat for Humanity in Vail Valley has some big things going on. So Tricia and Elyse are standing by. They are live in Vail this morning. Ladies, what a beautiful spot you found. That looks gorgeous out there. Where are you?
I know. You know what? We're right at the top near Gondola 1, and the Pirate Ship Park, and Mill Creek is just behind us. And we just thought we'd stay here. We'd stay right in the sun, out of the sun. We saw that Dr. Mangat interview, and we're like, oh, sunscreen. Let's stay in the shade. But in all seriousness, we want to tell you about a big milestone for Habitat for Humanity Vail Valley. Elyse Howard is here now. She's in development. She's helping raise the money for all these homes that are built. And you have a big announcement on Thursday. You're going to be breaking ground on your 100th home.
That's right. We are so excited. Thursday, we're breaking ground on our 100th home in this community. It's such a big milestone for us, providing that housing stability for 100 local families and over 300 children. So it's Thursday at Stratton Flats, 4 to 6, and it's actually our first event since COVID. So we're really excited. I know you've always been so wonderful helping us with our Carpenter's Ball, which is going to be in March again.
Okay, yay!
But we obviously haven't had an event in a couple of years, so we're very, very excited to welcome the community to see what we're building and really celebrate that 100th home milestone.
Well, and Habitat for Humanity, nationwide organization, worldwide organization, but here in the Vail Valley, it really is helping the housing crisis. I mean, this is a hot topic right now. It's not the only solution, but it's part of the solution.
That's totally correct. And I think, home ownership is such an important piece of the housing continuum in any community. And I think what Habitat is able to provide is affordable home ownership opportunities to our essential workers, our frontline workers, and we really saw that, especially, during the pandemic. That's who we're housing. And it's really exciting to be just a little bit of part of that solution for our community.
And providing shelter, it's so much more than just four walls and a roof. I mean, the positive impacts that you see on the families, and I've been to a lot of your events, and I've heard the stories, the testimonials. I mean, they're just amazing what that stability can do to help the entire family flourish.
Yeah, and it's so interesting. Just now, I've been with Habitat for a long time, 16 years, and I can see, these kids grow up and really see the positive impacts, not only on education, but, on a whole family's behavioral health, on their physical health. And it's really cool to be a part of Habitat. I obviously love the organization, and I just welcome the community to come check us out. And if not Thursday, another time. But we're really excited to celebrate the 100th home on Thursday.
And now that volunteer opportunities are back, maybe do it with your office group, or get your family out there. I know people have done their birthday parties. Yeah. They've had the buzzsaw go through the birthday cake.
Yes.
And what's really great is our valley, they know this need, and you've had a lot of land, not a lot, but I mean some land, because land is such a scarce resource here. And that's what's going to help provide not only this 100th home, but you have a nice future ahead.
That's right. We do have, after we break ground on this 100th home, we still have 40 home sites at this moment left to build out. Some of those are in thanks and partnership to the Eagle County School District. But I think Habitat is all about community and community partnership. And we have so many great partners. But yeah, we're so excited. After this, we still have 40 lots in inventory, so there's a lot of work left to do.
Okay, all right.
And we're not stopping at 40.
No, this will be going on forever. It started in 1995, and we're continuing this mission for Habitat for Humanity. If we want to learn more, or if we want to attend Thursdays, we got the Golden Shovel.
Yes, we have Golden Shovel, and we have ice cream from Sunday. So Golden Shovels and ice cream. Yeah, so to learn more, it's habitatvailvalley.org. And if you want to come on Thursday, just come on down to Stratton Flats in Gypsum. You hang a left at the Family Dollar store, and then a left on Sunny Avenue, and you'll see us right there. And there's more information on our website, habitatvailvalley.org as well.
Okay, and once again, volunteer opportunities. It is fun to operate that nail gun and feel like you are building something for someone else. So take part in it. Thanks, Elyse.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Okay. Ashley, any questions?
No, Tricia, Elyse, that sounds amazing. I was actually just talking to Danielle here at the Vail Daily, I think it was yesterday, and we were like, oh man, that's so exciting. Like, I'm so excited that they have something going on, and we both have always wanted to be part of a build. So anyway, I think we're going to have a lot of takers out there, and so exciting that there's still 40 lots. Oh, and actually, speaking of that, Danielle just said Vail Daily Build Day is coming up in September. We can't wait. Congrats Habitat on your 100th home in Eagle County, and lots of clappy hands from the chat. So thank you both so much for that information. I can't wait to get involved. Such an incredible organization and the things that you're doing. So thank you very much for that. And again, if you want more information, habitatvailvalley.org is that website. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, there is some great live music happening in Eagle. There's also a farmer's market. We're going to tell you all the details. And then Bratzo is talking about some details with young composers. Stay with us.
Berkshire Hathaway Home Services for real estate. Where do we begin? For checklists and for wish lists. For tour after tour after tour. For, is this the one? Or let's just see one more. For closing, finally closing. Your forever agent will be there for all of it. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, for you, for life.
Have you ever felt rug love? Shop at Rugs Benedict and find the rug you love for any room in your home. Our selection of imported, handmade rugs is unmatched, with over 1,000 beautiful area rugs in stock. You can find rugs to fit any room at any budget. Rugs Benedict in Avon has been serving the Vail Valley since 1972. Finding beautiful new area rugs has never been this easy and affordable. Because at Rugs Benedict, we know rugs.
All right, it's your Wednesday edition of Vail Daily Live, which means we need to tell you what's going on with all the events happening throughout the valley, including the ones happening in Eagle. I may be just a tiny bit partial for these, but coming up tomorrow night, another ShowDown Town. So if you haven't been before, this is in the Eagle Town Park, and it starts at 6:30. Doors open at 5:30, but you can bring the blankets, the kids, the chairs, the dogs. You can bring your own food and beverages, and they also, of course, have some fun things there that you can purchase. But for tomorrow night, Dixie Leadfoot will be taking the main stage, and we only have 3 left. I can't believe it. So Steely Dead will be on August 5th, and then Hard Scrabble will be on August 12th. So again, totally free, and ShowDown Town series, and that's happening on Thursday night in Eagletown Park. Then on Friday morning, if you get on up and you want to get yourself some delicious fresh produce over at the Eagle River Park, the Eagle Farmers Market and Art Show will be taking place, and this goes on from 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. on Fridays. And again, it's at that Eagle River Park. Ken is down there a lot, showing people like tubing through that area, but beautiful little setting right there next to the river. And then on August 1st, if you would like to do a little yoga in the park, that will be happening again. Eagletown Park, great place to go. Bring your own mat, and then they take care of the rest. And then look at this, coming up on August 6th through the 8th, Carve War Chainsaw Carving Competition 2021. That should be super entertaining. I don't know if you've ever watched these ladies in person carving these masterpieces. Super, super cool. And then they also have their the second Friday art walk that will be taking place, of course, in August on the second Friday, where you can go and enjoy that live music, stroll down Broadway, kind of soak in the views of old cowboy town, Main Street in Eagle. Well, Broadway technically is the name, but a lot going on. EagleOutside.com is the website where you can get that full rundown of what's going on for the events. Now, something really special that we are about to bring you. Bratzo is with a whole crew this morning. We've got Conrad, we've got Paige, we've got Gwen. And let me just tell you guys that Meredith, she's in the studio, she's producing this morning. She's been kind of giving me like a little behind the scenes about how talented Paige and Gwen are. And I feel like this is just adding to their repertoire. So there she is right there. Yeah, Meredith's so excited to have you guys on the show. So Bratzo, let's take it out to you and this whole crew, the very young composers. Tell us all about it.
Hey, yes, we're here on the back of the library, and I'm here with Gwen, Paige, and Conrad. I was talking to her a second ago, and I was like, so Conrad, tell me what's going on. She was looking at me, are you crazy? I am a little sorry. We were talking fairs, we were talking piano. These ladies are super talented. Meredith, they love you back, right? Or you're just making it up? No, so let's talk a little bit about very young composers. It's a program that Youth Power 365 in partnership with you guys are bringing to the community for many years, starting 1995, if I was reading correctly.
Seems about right.
Yep. Yeah. And you guys being in South Korea. Well, it's a program that goes everywhere. And you tell me a little bit about it, and I have tons of questions because it's such a cool program.
So, Very Young Composers of Vail is a collaboration with Youth Power 365, New York Philharmonic, and then the organization I run in Denver, the Playground Ensemble. I think this is the 14th year here in the Valley, and using non-traditional methods, any young person, regardless of previous musical experience, gets to compose music that then is played by professional musicians, including members of the New York Philharmonic. We take everything they do as seriously as if they were one of the composers on the concerts happening at the amphitheater. And these are two of our composers right here.
So when you were telling me you play piano and guitar, and what about you?
I play piano and violin.
Wow, that's very cool. And Paige is an avid fly fisher too. Oh, she hates it. Oh, not hates it, but not love it. So what's going to happen today? 1 o'clock. We are in the back of the library, right here next to the river. What is going to happen today at 1?
At 1 o'clock this afternoon, we're doing a concert with New York Philharmonic performs that we composed.
The New York Philharmonic is going to be playing the things that the kids compose.
Yes.
That's so cool. Are you guys going to help them? Are you guys going to play as well? Or no, just
we're not going to play. We're going to watch it.
We've been trying to talk Paige into conducting her piece, but I don't know.
I'll stand up and conduct it if you stand with me.
All right, we'll do that today.
I love that. And I was talking with Juan, and I was asking, what's the deal if you don't know anything about music or composing? Can I still participate? Not me, because I'm an old guy, but a young composer.
Yes. You don't really have to have any musical knowledge. You'll go in and as long as you can press the keys on a piano, you can do it. And then the teachers will write down the music.
The teachers will write down the music and you compose.
Yes.
That is so fantastic. What is the most fun of the camp?
Ooh, I think just being with all these other kids that want to write music too, and just having this really great experience of this is music that I'm writing is actually going to go out into the world and can be something, not just.
Wow, that was awesome. That was awesome. You know, compose music that is going to go out into the world and also played by the New York Philharmonic. I heard they okay, right? I think they can play. All right, so awesome, fantastic. What else is happening after? It's a party, I heard.
We have a little reception afterwards. Today's our final day. We've been here 10 days. We have been at Avon Elementary doing classes. We have 20 young composers this year, and ages 7 to 17. And so today is our final concert. We'll set up some tents here, maybe a little sound reinforcement. We want a huge audience. We'd love to see everybody here. And then afterwards, we have a little reception.
That'd be awesome. And I heard a rumor told me, and a little squirrel that was walking by told me that you guys potentially going to be playing piano or are working that opportunity with the director of Bravo.
Yes. Yes.
She knows how to play the piano?
Yeah. Yeah. She's really good. She's really good. She's played with the New York Philharmonic a few times in the
Probably Dallas and Philadelphia.
So if she played with the Philharmonic, I think she qualified.
Yeah.
And they invite you guys to play with her.
Yeah.
That is
We
fantastic.
played with her a few months ago, for a private show. In
Wow. Were you nervous?
Yeah, really nervous. And then my piano got turned off.
Oh.
We had to move inside due to the rain. It was really scary, but we got to do a little thing afterwards to make up for it. So
Awesome.
it was really amazing. And really awe-inspiring.
Very young composers. So look at these ladies learning, having a blast, discovering music, putting music out there to the world. Listen to their creation with real amazing musicians, and getting guidance with Conrad, which is a musician, super nice guy. How people can learn a little bit more about very young composers.
So we are here every summer during the New York Philharmonic's residency with Bravo. And so there will usually around March or April, the registration form goes up on Youth Power 365. My organization is Playground Ensemble. If you just found that, youngcomposersplayground.com has a bunch of information about how we teach. And you could reach out to me there, and then I would make sure that you knew when we were coming back. We come back every summer. So either through Youth Power 365 or through my organization, Playground Ensemble in Denver. And we can make sure that next summer we get your kids enrolled. And we want to inspire young people. It's really amazing when you put them in charge of content. And that's kind of what this is about. It's saying, you know what, your ideas are valid. We want to champion what you have to say and what you think.
That is fantastic. And I read in an article that music have no borders. This happens in South Korea, Venezuela, Brazil, the streets in New York, the mountains in Vail, Finland. Yeah. What a cool program. Yeah. So come over, visit us, check it in behind the library in Vail, the Vail Library right behind at 1 o'clock. Some people from the New York Philharmonic are be playing the kids' compositions. Awesome. Ashley, any questions from you?
No questions, but we're getting some chat from our viewers. I want to just read you what they're saying. So Claire says, Conrad, looking good. Much love for very young composers. Rachel says, Gwen and Paige are the next big thing for sure. And Claire agrees with her. She said, I'm with you, Rachel. So I think everybody is excited about this concert. Thank you so much for sharing with us. And Paige and Gwen, thank you so much. That was awesome. I know that this is not your only creative foray. So excited to see what's ahead for you girls, but thank you for sharing the information. We really appreciate it. And again, that concert is taking place at 1 o'clock today. The New York Philharmonic will be playing those compositions that have been created right here in Vail. And again, this is the end of a week-long workshop that they have been putting their heart and soul into, and you can be part of it for next summer. But what a cool thing that we have right here. And thank you to the New York Philharmonic for helping to bring this all to life. So very, very special. Okay. Also, Really quickly, can we go back to the chat? I just saw that Ben was telling us what he's up to for this evening besides his moose suggestions. So it looks like, so you're going to be going to Avon Live, but we're going to paddleboard for the Avon concert tonight. Ben, you are so cool. That sounds like such an amazing idea. So he's going to be out there paddleboarding to Ozo Motley at Avon Live tonight. So what a great way to get outside. Shoot, I feel like we should have Ben be just like our tour guide around here. Sounds like you definitely know what's going on and how to enjoy it properly. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we are talking all things beautiful and sparkly at Betteridge. You are not going to want to miss it, so stay with us.
Plastic surgery isn't just about looking good, it's about feeling good. At Mangat Plastic Surgery Institute and Skincare, from the moment you walk in the door, we want you to feel confident and empowered, while our team of specialists help you find the best version of yourself. With 2 of the nation's leading plastic surgeons right here in the mountains, we have one goal: personalized care with exceptional results. Mangat Plastic Surgery Institute and Skincare. Your beauty should be effortless.
Okay, are you ready for this? Are you ready to be blown away by some of the world's most beautiful gems and watches and just the experience that is Betteridge? Well, lucky for you, Tricia and Lance. Okay, you two, let's take me shopping, show me things that I need to buy and must be on my person after this interview. My gosh, I'm sure it's going to be spectacular. Yeah, Meredith, bring a full screen. Let's take a close. Oh, yep. Yep.
Okay.
Gorgeous.
Yes, you know what? And it is an experience to come into Betteridge. First of all, they have a long history, 1897.
Yeah, 1897. Good.
Out
1897 out on the East Coast, started in New York City. The Betteridge family started there. They moved to the suburbs of Greenwich, Connecticut in the 1950s or so. And that is where the family still owns and operates the business. Since then, they've grown. They, of course, have the big home store in Greenwich, Connecticut, but we have Aspen, Palm Beach, and the best store here in Vail.
Well, and I'm the most knowledgeable employee with us. We have Lance with us. Well, but it's so fun to hear all your knowledge of what you know here. And we're going to let you know kind of what's happening this week. And we still have some of the pink diamonds from the Argyle mine in Australia. And we were talking about this trunk show last week. And it's going to go through Saturday. So we still have a chance to see some of these
Still have a chance to see it.
jewels.
Very rare jewels. We'll have a little bit, we're going to have some of it that'll stay behind with us, but probably the bigger, more important, or extremely rare pieces are something that we will not have in. And today I pulled some pieces that, along with, an incredibly rare blue diamond, they have a great assortment of really easy, approachable, wearable pieces that do have the pink diamonds in them from the pink diamond bands. You can see there's a blue diamond band here that's actually set in white gold and black rhodium plated to give it that kind of different, unique look. But those are all blue diamonds. So that's a pretty unique eternity band there. Very stackable. We saw a lot of these and people like stacking them up. This piece that you have, you're going to see that today in the Vail Daily. A beautiful, fancy, intense pink pear shape with flanked by 2 blue diamonds. Again, all incredibly rare, and I think you can probably see how great the saturation of the color is that's coming through it. This one we talked about before, but I can't stop talking about this one.
I know.
I love it. It's a 2.88 fancy, intense green blue diamond with in a classic 3-stone setting. Just something unbelievable, and again, so extremely rare. This mine is done. It's closed in 2020. And so this is kind of what's left of some of the pieces and the jewelry still going out, traveling across.
Okay. And another trunk show that you have coming up?
Trunk show coming up. This is Davidor, and David Gusky himself is going to be here on Saturday. He's going to be doing an in-store appearance. He is mostly out of New York and Florida, but he also has here in Aspen and Vail as well. And his product is all done in 18-karat rose, yellow, or white gold, and it all has this arch theme, and it's very reminiscent of old Europe. Kind of the arches and things that make Europe and architecture so important there. This is all done with lacquer, and he does several different colors, bright colors, yellow, oranges, reds, blues, grays. There's even white and black, of course, to mix in there. And there's an assortment within his collection of bracelets, pendants, earrings, all different kinds of things. Diamonds, no diamonds, little bracelets that have Very approachable price point with the silk cord on it. It's very unique and fun to wear. And he will be here on Saturday, and we're getting a ton of his stuff in today.
Okay.
So
And
that's
then
exciting.
I just saved the best for last because
Because of the story?
The story. This is Cartier.
This is
and
Cartier.
Tell us about this beautiful piece.
So the only reason we have this piece, this is a one-of-one piece in the U.S., and we have a special exhibit going on with Cartier watches currently, and that'll last for another probably 6 weeks. There's 5 of them. Very special, unique pieces. This one has an alligator on it. Okay, which is kind of unique in itself, and it also is a mystery clock, which means it looks like the time is just floating in there. But the reason for the alligator on this one is in the 1950s, there was this very eccentric Mexican actress named Maria Felix, who was a big fan of Cartier, and she came into the Cartier store at Fifth Avenue with a bowl, and in the bowl she had her pet alligator, and she said she wanted to mimic that and make a necklace out of it. You can Google it and see what they did. It's pretty incredible.
A pet alligator.
Yeah, a pet alligator. So they made a necklace out of this, 2 alligators out of this, and you know, they still like to, you know, bring this theme out every now and again on some different things. They've done it many times over the years, but that's kind of where that comes from, and it's just, you know, crazy unique and crazy eccentric and just very Cartier.
Well, yeah, and just the lengths that Cartier goes to be like, okay, whatever you wish.
Yeah.
We'll do it. We'll make it happen.
Sure, why not? Let's
Why
make it
not?
with gold and emeralds and blah, 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 blah.
Yes. So, so this is the only one. And
This is the only one, and it's pretty cool how they have that floating, they call it the mystery. They did a lot of clocks back in the day in rock crystal, and you can't see the movements, you can see through it, and it's actually the rock crystal itself moving, but you can't see that or tell that, so it looks very interesting. And the fact that you can see right through this is just another element that they added to, you know, this timepiece to make it a little more unique.
Okay, so the Pink Argyle Mine Diamonds through Saturday. Dabador will be here this weekend as well.
Right.
Gun Truck Show. This Cartier watch is here for a while.
We probably for another 6 weeks, we hope.
Okay. Oh my gosh, we gotta come down and see it. And you're in Solaris. What are your hours?
So we're here at the Solaris. We're here 10 to 6. We're here Tuesday through Saturday, closed Sunday and Monday. But come on in and take a look anytime. Lots of watches in the store. A lot more things than this happening. It's a very busy summer with some very incredible things happening.
Like I mentioned, it's an experience to come here. You learn something new. You hear some amazing stories. So it is the Betteridge experience. Ashley, any questions?
No, I just, once again, blown away. And, you know, I happen to be a Florida Gator myself. So I feel like, you know, for my next alumni event, that might be an appropriate piece to show up wearing, Lance. That
makes total sense. You should absolutely wear that.
Just something casual to put on with my orange and blue. But man, you two, I mean, never disappoints. So absolutely stunning. Thank you so much for always putting on such a great show. Love it. All right. Stop on into Betteridge and maybe see that in person. Shoot. Where are my Florida Gators at? Anybody in the chat a Florida Gator? Ben, I'm sure you got some Gator jokes for us. Gator, crocodile jokes. Send them our way. All right. Thank you so much to Lance and Tricia. We are going to take another quick break. And then coming up, we're going to be taking a look at some of the content that you guys have sent to us. Bears, sandwiches, hiking, so much more. So I'm excited to take a look. And Ben, best Gator joke. Give it to me, buddy. All right. We'll be right back. it's time now to take a look at some of the content that you have been sending our way, because again, we love hosting the show, but it's so much more fun when you interact with us. So like we've been seeing our chat this morning, love seeing where you're from, love just hearing what you're up to. And so you can use that chat feature on Facebook and then also on YouTube. So you can say hello wherever you might be viewing. And also if you want to submit your content to us so we can see what you're doing, like actually in photos and videos, you can go to vaildailylive.com/submit. Or you can just tag us on Vail Daily on Instagram. So Vail Daily Live is where you can find our handle, and then you can use hashtag Vail Daily Live. But let's take a look at what some of you have been sending our way, because it's always really fascinating, right, to see what's been going on. So we're talking about all right. So this happens to be one of our viewers' backyards. I mean, you see that guy just sniffing that bird feeder. So word on the street is that he got that bird feeder and successfully ran away with it, I believe. But my goodness, talk about some of those visitors that we're seeing right now in the summertime. So that's an amazing shot right there. That is such an amazing shot, man. I never saw a black bear until I moved here. I lived in Breckenridge for 10 years. Never saw a bear. And then like the first week I lived here, I saw one on the bike path. I thought it was a dog, and it was right around, like sunset, just a little guy. And you could see, like the way that they use their hind legs, it's very different. So love seeing that wildlife. And does Ben have any gator jokes for us? Let's see if the chat's lighting up. Oh, Ben, I knew you wouldn't let us down. What do you call an alligator driving a boat on Piney Lake? A navigator. Oh, Ben, I love you. This is great. I love it. I love it. Keep them coming. Thanks for not disappointing me on the gator jokes. That's amazing. Okay. So beyond Ben's amazing contributions for our gator jokes, let's take a look at our Instagram. So again, you can tag us on Vail Daily Live, but let's see what's going on here. What's that tunnel pic, Mare? What's that one? Looks like somebody is biking. Stop for the view. That's a really cool tunnel picture right there. I have a feeling that's I don't know if that is that real. I'm not sure where that is, but that's from Alexander Nowak Photography. All right, now let's keep cruising here. What's that wildflower picture right there? That's stunning. The wildflowers in full bloom and summer is in full swing off from the Vail Performing Arts Center. That's up at Beaver Creek. Yes, the wildflowers right now are going off. So many lupins, so many larkspur. The fairy trumpets, you can see the red ones right there. Those are fairy trumpets. Beautiful, beautiful colors. I feel like this is like the prime time for those wildflowers if you haven't been out recently. And then, of course, should we talk about food? We should probably talk about food. Once again, Village Bagel. Let me tell you, they have been putting some of these incredible pictures and videos up of just the process of how they make their food. And it's every time I see it, I get really hungry. So thank you, Village Bagel, for making us hungry constantly on Instagram. But make sure to tag us, show us what you're up to. You can see people are out there with the art festivals, see your dogs. We love seeing what you're up to. Oh, look, somebody's on their stand-up paddleboard. Ben's going to be out there later over on Nottingham listening to Ozo Motley. So thank you for sharing that content. And also, somebody that shared a really great piece of content with us this morning is our buddy Bratzo. I'm going to bring him back in here right now. So in the Vail Daily today, there's a story about this moose that has been hanging out in Vail and was hanging out in the parking structure. They had to relocate him. Bratzo, this is your video. Tell us again what's happening here.
Yeah, I was just going back to my car right after the show. I was talking to Tricia about it. Tricia she just mentioned, Bratzo, what's out with the moose? And I was like, what moose? I was going to my car and I turned right and I thought it was a sticker on the wall, but it was this guy looking really good, really comfy. And he turns around and look at us too. He was just cool. So he was right at the first level of the parking structure in Lion's Head. And I guess he's just been getting used to be there, so he's had to be relocated. So if you check the Vail Daily today, they got it. They put him in a different place. They relocated. The animal never get harmed. These guys are professionals, and they do a fantastic job protecting the wildlife. So, but it was super neat. I was very close to this young bull with horns. It's just cool. He was as tall as the car, as you can tell, as you can see, but you can see that he's a young moose.
Yeah, certainly not what you would think you'd encounter in the parking structure. And you're actually
Morning.
at the parking structure right now, aren't you? You're seeing like everybody's
Yeah.
kind of cruising down the Lion's Head.
I'm right here at the parking lot. It's showing
That's
right
where
the
it was.
exit. And this is kind of a good view too of the mountain and the entrance of Lion's Head. You know, the Vail Jazz Festival is happening too. So there's a lot of cool things. And you know, Lions could start waking up. And let's talk a little bit about the weather. Let me show you what's going on. Blue skies. You know, that's our ski runs during the winter, of course. The buses are coming down. Lions get to start coming alive. And the weather today is brought by Leaf Sotheby. And Leaf Sotheby is your international real estate firm. They are the experts in the valley, and they will help you live the life you love. Leaf Sotheby is an international realty, Colorado leading real estate firm. Contact our Vail Valley broker professionals today to help you live the life you love. And the weather is we order perfect weather for you guys today, so come out and play. 80s in Vail, 90s in Gypsum on the high side. Right now it's about 55. I'm about to lose this vest. It's really nice to start warming up. It's going to be one more hot day in the Eagle River Valley. So let's go and play.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, go and play and watch out for moose in parking lots. Oh man, Bratzo, thank you so much. It looks beautiful out there. I cannot believe that you saw that guy just cruising around. It blows my mind always. Anytime I see a moose, how giant they are. I mean, and when we were looking at that video, I mean, his legs were as tall as that car. It was amazing. Even though he's like a young buck, they're huge. They're huge. Little like refrigerators on stick legs. So funny. All right, listen, we're going to catch back up with you here in just a minute, but we're going to send things now over to my girl, Tricia Swenson, looking good in her beautiful hat, roaming around in Vail Village. And, with as much sunshine and warm temperatures we're going to be seeing today, got to make sure you're protecting your eyes, right, Trish?
You definitely do. And so I brought out my Maui Jims this morning. Earlier in the show, I'm usually able to kind of go without sunglasses, but not for very long. About the first 15 minutes, I can usually go without the sunnies. And then you got to put them on. You got to invest in your eyes. And you can stop by. We thought we'd head over to Eyepieces Sport, which is their newest location. This Lens of the Day report is brought to you by Eyepieces, the Art of Vision. And they've got cases of Maui Jim sunglasses. So whether you're looking for these aviator styles, and these are a little bit of a smaller frame, I mean, you can get them just in all different lens colors, different frame colors, but they're kind of my go-to in the morning and when I'm feeling a little fancy. Now, if I was biking or something, I would, oh, sorry, we've got the Coca-Cola truck coming by. All right. Oh, that would be refreshing right now. I can almost go for a cold Coca-Cola. They've got all the glasses you're going to need for whichever sport you're doing. If I was biking, I would probably get more of a blade or something that was lighter weight and something dark lens today. We're going to need the dark lenses for sure. So that's what I got. Eyepieces right here. I know they've got 7 locations, one in Snowmass. We've got Beaver Creek, we have Edwards, and then Lion's Head and Vail Village.
Nice, Tricia. Yeah, those look really pretty. I really like that lens color. I feel like I might have to steal those from you at some point. Yeah. Thanks for making us all jealous. It looks gorgeous out there. And yes, putting those sunglasses on first thing is so important, but looking good and feeling good. Thank you so much to Eyepieces for that. Now we are going to take another quick break, and then coming up, we're going to kind of wrap things up. We're going to take another look at that local weather forecast before we send you off on your way. So stay with us. We'll be right back with more. Okay, that is just going to about wrap things up for this Wednesday edition of Vail Daily Live. But also, let's go back over to the chat because Ben's cracking me up with his jokes this morning. And then Ty Diaz, what are you doing up this early watching when you're not working? Tricia is more of a Dr. Pepper person, he says. He's calling you out, Tricia. He says you're probably not going to get a cold Coke, probably more of a Dr. Pepper. Honestly, I'm right there with you. That's one of my vices. Oh, Dr. Pepper, so good. Well, I think we should probably check in with our hosts again and take one last look at what's happening with that local weather forecast. Let's send things out to Mrs. Dr. Pepper, as Ty calls it. Tricia, is he right? Is he calling you out?
Yeah, you know what? That really is more of I don't do soda that often, but when I do, I like those little mini cans of Dr. Pepper. Usually it's during World Cup when we're up at the press center and you just are trying to keep going. So you just drink a Dr. Pepper. But that Coca-Cola truck looked very refreshing. I would have a regular mini Coke too. I don't like Diet Coke, but sometimes just a couple sips of regular Coke is good.
I love that it's just a couple sips for you. I need a gallon. But you don't really drink a whole lot of caffeine, do you?
No, I don't. But we're over here by the Treff Cafe. So this is a brand new offering if you're looking for some caffeine in the morning. So this is in the Sentinel, but it's their brand new coffee. They've got a European bar. So it's open, throughout the day too. It opens at 8. A lot of people are wondering, what time can I get coffee? What people asking us where to get coffee? And it's really, you're hard pressed to find anything until 8 o'clock. Maybe Yeti's Grind is open before 8 and maybe Loaded Joe's. But the Gorsuch Ski Cafe, that doesn't open till 8 either. So just plan that into your coffee routine.
Sleep in and then get coffee.
Yes.
But actually, so I've been meaning to get over there because Sarah Copenhaver is the executive chef there. And Sarah is a good friend of mine. I used to work with her. I had never worked in a kitchen before until I worked with her, and she's phenomenal.
She's in there right now.
Is she? Yes. Oh man, you might have to go and snag her to say goodbye. Maybe you can sneak in there. Okay. But yeah, actually, you know what, Tricia? See if you can get her to come out to say hi, and let's see if Bratzo will do this weather real fast. All right, Tricia's on the hunt. We're gonna do some live hunting down of our friends. All right, Bratzo, last look at our local weather forecast. I know you're on the move. Okay, so Lion's Head, looking beautiful out there. So tell us again one more time what's going on with that weather.
Well, the weather is gonna be perfect today. A little bit on the hot side. Highs on the 80s, and here in the Vail Valley is gonna be 80s in Vail Village, Lion's Head. But if you move towards Gypsum, it's gonna be even hotter. There's some wildlife there too. Look at that, those puppies. So yeah, we're here at the Lion's Head. Everything is waking up. These guys are expressing their opinions, but it just looked gorgeous today. So come outside and play. Is gonna be in the 80s, in the 90s, depending where you are in the corridor. But it's gonna be fantastic. Great weather, hot. Wear sunscreens, glasses, hats. It's gonna be a very nice weather tomorrow. Looks like we're gonna be high on the 90s as well, and with some chances of rain. So today is the day. Then it's gonna be sunny and a little cloudy maybe in the afternoon, but partly cloudy, not full cover like we've been seeing in the past week and with a bunch of rain. So it's gonna be a great weather.
Thank you so much. And thank you to Betteridge for all of their beautiful fine jewelry, their watches, exceptional customer service since 1897. Oh, Bratzo, I can hear those guys yapping behind you, but I know Tricia was able to snag Sarah. So I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much for all of your gorgeous reporting. And of course, your animal knowledge, animal videos. I'll expect more next week. Okay.
All right.
All right, so we'll send you on your way. Tricia, did you snag her? Did you find her?
Okay, yes. I found her. She said she just brought out this gorgeous pastry, but she said, I got to make a quick coffee. Oh, now we got the bus stopping by. But there's a lot of activity down at Treff Cafe. I think people have learned that it is open at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, well, you can see people at the counter behind you, and also Ty got back on that chat and said, "Told ya." He said, "Told ya."
I know.
Yeah.
Ty
Yep.
knows me. Ty knows me pretty well. So,
I know. Oh, well,
maybe
we'll
we
see if
can,
she. Oh yeah, Henry, walk on in there. Let's just see what it looks like in there. All right, so this is Chef Cafe. We're gonna just totally ambush Sarah behind the counter there. Hi, Sarah. Good morning.
She's very busy this morning, so
I know she's working so hard as always. I just wanted to say hi and good morning. You look beautiful. Also tell Clay I said, hey, Sarah's son, Clay, is like an incredible snowboarder and he's driving now, Sarah, right? Like he's driving?
He's old, yeah, 17, gonna be a senior.
Oh my
wow,
gosh.
he's
He's gonna
senior.
Trisha, last man. All right. It's so good to see old friends and obviously delicious coffee. So stop in there and see Sarah. She's the best. She is incredible. She whips up some delicious treats and you can see right there at Chef Cafe. Gorgeous. All right, Trisha, we'll let you go. We'll let you guys enjoy some of those delicious treats. I bet Henry will get in on one of those muffins with you, maybe some coffee.
Oh yeah, yeah. We were talking about bagels today. He loves it all. So,
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. All right. Thank you guys so much. Have a great Wednesday. And to all of you on our chat this morning, thank you, all of you, for sharing where you're watching from, for Ben, for all of his great jokes this morning. And of course, for Ty for chiming in, even on his day off. I love it. And if you want to be part of the conversation, you can do that each and every day, just on Facebook and on YouTube. Use that chat feature, and you can join in on all the fun. You can also subscribe so you don't miss any of it. And then you can find us on vaildaily.com, vaildailylive.com. You can find us on Roku, on Amazon Fire, on Apple TV. We're also a podcast on Spotify. So if you want to listen while you're walking the dogs or driving up from the Front Range, you can do that. So, all right, that is going to be it for today's show, but we have another great one in store for you coming up tomorrow. We're going to be live again at 7 a.m. So Tricia will be back here in the hot seat in the studio. And then we're going to, of course, have some great interviews around the Valley to let you know what's going on as we head into another beautiful weekend. We'll have your headlines. And then, of course, we'll have more of your viewer content. So make sure to be letting us know what's going on in your world. If you see any moose in parking lots, I'd love to see that video safely from a distance. You have bears stealing your bird feeder. Love to see that too. So anyway, all right, that's going to do it for us. Thank you so much for watching your Wednesday edition of Vail Daily Live, and we will see you bright and early tomorrow morning.